Good morning. I'm Bruce Fritchie, location coordinator for Wreaths across America at the Air Force Academy, and a proud member of the class of 1975. At this moment across the country, at more than 2,500 memorial sites like this one, we are gathered as one nation to remember, honor, and teach. Remember those who have given their life in service to this country. Honor those who have served and are serving our country. And teach our children the legacy of freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a moment of silence to remember the fallen, the prisoners of war, those missing in action, and honor those who have served and are serving this great nation's armed forces. Thank you. Color Guard, present the colors. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. I would like to thank Colonel Otis Jones, the Academy's Vice Superintendent, for joining us today. Also, thanks to all the veterans, family members, and volunteers joining us here today. We are all proud to be Americans that live in a free society made up of many people from many walks of life. The freedoms we enjoy today have not come without price. Lying here around us and in cemeteries throughout this nation are men and women who gave their lives so that we can live in freedom and without fear. We can worship as we see fit. We can raise our children to believe as we do. We can travel from one end of this great nation to the other and not have to ask permission. We are free to vote for whomever we feel should be in government office with no explanation needed. There are many men and women serving today in all branches of the military, here at home and in places far away. These men and women are part of the best trained, best equipped force in the world. We honor them and their families for the sacrifices they make each day to keep our country safe from terrorism, hatred, and injustice. Our 40th president, Ronald Reagan, said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. For one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was like in the United States where men were free. Today we show a united front in gratitude and respect across the United States of America as we remember the fallen, honor those who serve and their families, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. And now, Sergeant First Class Colleen Artis will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Army. Now, Petty Officer Andrew Burris will lay a veteran's wreath, in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Navy. Now, Staff Sergeant Beverly Brinkley will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who served and are serving in the United States Air Force. Now, Sergeant Taylor Bowman will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who have served and are serving in the United States Marines. Now, Petty Officer Sarah McChrystal Harris will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who have served and are serving in the United States Coast Guard. Now, Lieutenant Commander Daniel Goldie, a 2006 graduate of State University of New York Maritime College, will lay a veteran's wreath in memory of those who have served and are serving in the United States Merchant Marines. Now, Captain Mike McGrath, United States Navy retired, a 1962 Naval Academy graduate and a Vietnam POW for 6 years, will lay a veteran's wreath in honor of the 93,129 United States servicemen from all branches of the service whose last known status was either a prisoner of war or missing in action. These individuals will never return to their families and homes. We shall not forget you. Now, Miss Susie Broder will lay a wreath in remembrance of those Gold Star families whose husband, son, or daughter have given the ultimate sacrifice in serving their country. In closing, I would like to encourage every volunteer here today who places a wreath on a veteran's grave to say that veteran's name out loud and take a moment to thank them for their service to our country. It's a small act that goes a long way toward keeping the memory of these veterans alive. Remember, we are not here today to decorate graves. We are here to remember not their deaths, but their lives. Each wreath is a gift of appreciation from a grateful America. The evergreen is a symbol of everlasting life. These live balsam fir wreaths symbolize our honor to those who have served and are serving in the armed forces of our great nation, and to their families who endure sacrifices every day on our behalf. To our children, we want you to understand that the freedoms you enjoy today have not been free, but have come with a cost that someday you may have to pay yourself. At this time, I would like to introduce the Air Force Academy's Vice Superintendent, Colonel Otis Jones.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'd like to first thank everyone that took the time out of their busy schedules, with or without their loved ones, to come out and pay respect for those who have served. I'd like to also give a big thanks to Mr. Bruce Fritchie for organizing this outstanding event, and thank you for your heartfelt remarks. Also, thank you to everyone else involved in laying the wreath today, and to everyone here in attendance. Thank you for continuing this effort despite the challenges we face every day. This is an incredible effort across our country every year, and I appreciate everyone who takes part in it. I am Colonel Otis Jones, the Vice Superintendent of your United States Air Force Academy, and it is an honor to be here today. Our Superintendent, Lieutenant General Richard Clark, regrets that he could not attend today's ceremony, but he sends along his regards and thank you to you all. When we so frequently say that we are honored to be here, or to serve in a position, or to serve our great nation, or to receive an award, sometimes the meaning of that word honor gets lost. But you all haven't forgotten the meaning, because this morning, that's what we are here to do. Just like the wreaths across America, the mission states, to remember our fallen U.S. veterans, to honor those who have served or who are serving, to teach our children the value of freedom. What we are doing here this morning, and what some of you all do every year, is incredibly important. It means so much to the families, friends, and loved ones of the fallen that we are continuing the remembrance of them. But this is also important for our future generation. Here at the Air Force Academy, we are training and educating the next generation of leaders for our air, and Space Forces. This academy, from which I am proud to have graduated, would not be here without these veterans, these airmen, and these leaders who came before us. None of us would be here without the sacrifices made by the so few for the so many. And we can't forget or let our cadets, our airmen, or our children forget this history. So what we have to continue to remember to do is to honor those who serve and to teach our next generation of leaders. Efforts like these are one of the things that reinforces our military and veteran community. Knowing that the efforts you have made, the sacrifices of friends and family members and colleagues you have lost along the way, it is appreciated and will never be forgotten. This makes us all stronger. So once again, thank you all. Thank you everyone here today. Thank you for coming, for your support and for your involvement this year and every year, for what you have done to support this effort. You are helping us to ensure our young leaders remember our history, that they value it, and they carry it into our Air Force's future. Thank you all very much.
Let me just stay here a second. You will. Go ahead and just start walking right to the left of the camera there, and he'll get out of your way.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Colonel Jones will lay a wreath on the grave of the Air Force Academy's first superintendent, Lieutenant General Hubert Riley Harmon.